G'day YouTube, Max right here, and Bitcoin below 48,400 and falling. So is this a great buying opportunity or not? Is now the time to get in? We're going to discover that together right here in this video. Also, for the long-term investors, I wanted to talk about this chart right here, giving us a very important window into the anatomy of a bull market. And we're going to finish off with some words of wisdom for the investors, the long-term investors, for Michael Saylor. And if you're not a long-term investor, perhaps you want to be after you hear what he has to say. So let's get into the TA a little bit here. So we're going to cut it down to the hourly. Let's do that and see what we're looking at here. First of all, let's go to the price action. So if you'll recall, I made a video right here and I drew this trend line and I said, guys, this is not confirmed until the price gets up to here. What I thought was most likely was we were going to bounce off that trend line, and that is exactly what we did. It's not horizontal for some reason. That's exactly what we did. So, and I held off. Remember, for those of you new to the channel, I'm looking for a long trade. I think now is the time to be accumulating Bitcoin. We've had a 3-month sideways action. We've had the last month downward action. And I am looking to go long on Bitcoin. But the question is, we've got to find the good time to do it. And so what I'm looking for is confirmation that we've bottomed out and we're headed north. One of the big signs, this orange line right here, the 21-week moving average. The worst kept secret in all of Bitcoin. Everyone knows that this is a big deal. We don't often come down here, but we've got the opportunity. But now we're down on the smaller time frames. We're on the hourly looking, can we get in? Are we getting in? I'm looking for confirmation that we are on our way out. So check out yesterday's video. I'll give you a lot more information. I don't want to repeat myself, so I'm not going to cover it again, but there's a lot of things we're looking at, and a good majority of them say it's a good time to buy, but not all of them, and I'm waiting for a few of them. And you can see how quickly the price of Bitcoin is falling here, a very, very sharp fall. And so this is interesting. And just in the time it's been down $100 just in the few minutes I've been talking, and we're coming down here, and I am looking to see what happens. So the short answer is, this very minute, no, I don't want to try and catch a falling knife. It could well be that this is going to be, it's going to turn around and head up and it's going to be all poppies and rainbows, but that doesn't mean it's a good time for me to get in. I'm looking for confirmation that that with the price is reversing, because ultimately I don't care if I buy at 51,000, 48,000, 47,000. I don't care what price I get it at, somewhere down near here. When it's 100,000, 200,000, $300,000 Bitcoin, I don't care. But what I do want to do is I want to take a leverage position, and so I don't want to get it just before a drop where I might get stopped out or I might get liquidated on my leverage position. So I'm looking for momentum to the upside, and right now I'm still not seeing it. In fact, quite the opposite. This is quite a large red candle so far to the downside. And this is just the first 15 minutes of this hourly candle, because there's still 46 minutes to go. And here we go with continue to fall. So no, not going to be jumping in on Bitcoin right now. By the way, quick little victory dance. So just perfect timing. About a week ago, I think it was, I said Polkadot is the only top 10 coin to have not had a pump yet. Look for it to come soon. Let me know in the comments below. Did you get on the Polkadot train? Polkadot had a nice pump, jumped up from, and it's back down again actually, but it jumped from 40 to 38 or something up to 50. I just picked up an extra $40,000 of DOT just before that pump. Let me know in the comments if you did the same. Also, Cardano, absolutely crushing it. And in that same video, I said Cardano's had a bit of a pump, but I don't think it's the end of it. And actually, I tell you, I mixed that up. I picked up $20,000 worth of DOT. I picked up $40,000 worth of Cardano last week. And they're the two coins in the top 10 that have really jumped out as really winning here over the last week. So kudos to you guys if you took advantage of that recommendation. Let me know in the comments below if you did. So for me personally, no, I need to see how this pattern plays out. This typically, when we play with a 21-week moving average, we come down, we wick, and we get the hell out of here. The fact that we are loitering down here, and this is an hourly chart, so yeah, it looks there's lots of candles, but we are down here on the daily, and here we are. We've been down well, here's the 21-week moving average. We had this double bottom situation, and this candle is not closed yet. There is still 7 hours to go. If we wick down here, I don't really care. But if the candle closes below here, what I would not be surprised in is if we end up going lower. And so that will be interesting. Typically, we do not spend this many days down at the 21-week moving average. And so this is a concern. This is a concern that we're doing that. And actually, let me just kick it back to the hourly here and see what is this at. The 21-week moving average is about to flick over 47,000. So, really, I mean, this is a very, very, very strong line of support. I hope you guys all understand that. And maybe Bitcoin is giving us this multi-day opportunity to accumulate near here. It's an absolute possibility. And I think for the long-term investors, if you're just going to buy without leverage, I just think it's a great time to buy Bitcoin. If I was accumulating more Bitcoin in that way, I would be buying Bitcoin right now. 48,400, absolute gem of a price. Jump on it. So yeah, okay. And with that in mind, so let's take our trading hat off, because I don't think there's an opportunity to jump in on Bitcoin right now. So take the trading hat off. Let's put our investor hat on and talk to the investors for a little bit. Let's understand the anatomy of a bull market. So very, very interestingly, this goes all the way back. Can I click on this and make it bigger? Let's see. Did I help or hurt myself here? I hardly ever use Twitter, so I'm a bit of a Twitter rookie. So what they're drawing your attention to is these. They've highlighted them with the yellow, and you'll notice that in 2013, the relative strength index had a double top, right? Here, the price is, at the end of the year, the price is $1,200. Here, the price is about $250, right? And the RSI came back down, but the point is they really want to, they pointed out the bottoms. What they really should have pointed out is the double tops of the RSI. Here, there's the 2017 pump. There's a double top. Right here, we have a top. I'm going to guess that is about May, June. There is a drop down here, and then back up for a double top cycle. So both of the previous cycles had a double top in the RSI. And just for those of you who don't know, the relative strength index, when the relative strength index, it's an oscillator. It goes between 0 and 100. When it's up high, it means Bitcoin is overbought. It usually means that the price is going up and Bitcoin is overbought. And when you catch it down here, that means that Bitcoin is oversold and it's a great time to accumulate. Now, obviously, in the middle of the bear markets, that's the best time to accumulate. But in the middle of the bull market, you can see when the RSI is dipped down below, that is a great time to accumulate. We see here. So up here, the price of Bitcoin was about, where are we, 2017? Price of Bitcoin, I think it got up to $2,000-$3,000. I can't remember that well. That's later in the year. But it pulled back before it quadrupled. So I think this is probably September. The price of Bitcoin is probably around $5,000 here, and it goes up to $20,000 in the final leg, a quadrupling just before the blow off top. Okay, and right now we see the RSI has fallen, and has it stopped? We don't know that yet. We don't know if the RSI has stopped, but it is the mid-cycle drop, and typically the bull market years have a double RSI top, which suggests there's plenty more to go in terms of price action for the Bitcoin cycle. And let's finish off here with Michael Saylor's important thoughts here on being a long-term investor.
If you bought Bitcoin, you could lose money in a year or 2 or 3, but over the course of 4 years, nobody ever lost money in Bitcoin holding it 4 years straight. Right. And I think that's a story with most dominant networks. It's like, if you're buying it without intention to hold it 4 years, I don't think you're buying it for the right reason. The reason to buy Bitcoin is to give it to your kids and your grandkids because it's a long duration treasury reserve asset.
All right, guys, hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below, are you an investor? Do you think Michael Saylor has words of wisdom? If you're going to be a long-term holder, literally there is no one on the face of the planet who held Bitcoin for 4 years and lost money. It has never, ever, ever happened. So I really hope that just takes everyone's fear out of the situation. It's like, okay, there's short-term dips and there's even longer-term dips. There's multi-year dips, they would be called bear markets. But over the course of 4 years, if you're an investor, if you have a long-term vision that a hard money, a money free of government intervention, a money free of the political whims of the ruling class at the time, if you think that's important for humanity, if you think 7 billion people on the planet are going to gravitate towards that as governments around the world print money into oblivion, then you have the right mindset. You are going to be, you're going to want to be in Bitcoin 4 years time from now. You're going to want to be in Bitcoin 10 years time from now. And so with all that being said, this kind of short-term market, action really doesn't mean a lot to anybody. So hope that's helpful. That was our investor hat on. Guys, let me know in the description below, are you still waiting to go long on Bitcoin? Do you think it's going to roll around? Loitering down here on the 21 week, this could be ready to just plunge down below the 21 week and maybe bring in something very, very different that we have seen in the previous cycle. So let me know, what do you think the price of Bitcoin is going to do? And please, if you won on that Polkadot Cardano trade I mentioned about a week ago, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We've had like 2,000 subscribers join in the last 2 days. It's been phenomenal. Let's keep the party going. I really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.